Part of my role as the AAC coordinator throughout the school is to go around to all the different classes and see what assistance they need. Now that might be helping with programming devices, upskilling staff on how to use Boardmaker or Proloquo or any of the other devices, or making sure everything's all up to date. Awesome.
So Sam was given a choice of banana and a fruit pole, and again he has navigated to how many levels? 1, 2, 3, 4 levels.
Yeah, you've got some banana.
Josh. Bigger bites, Josh.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There you go.
The exciting thing about all of this is that Sue and I are actually the lucky ones here, because we see the examples mostly of how the children are communicating back to us on a more natural level. For example, to have a non-verbal autistic child press a button to say, I want to do something else. In other words, I've finished with this project, I want to do something else. That's an amazing step. And
Do you want something to eat?
Some food. Sandwich, please.
Oh, we don't have sandwich, we've got pizza today. Okay, pizza today.
Pizza, please.
Good job. Yum. To eat?
Some food. Sandwich, please.
Oh, we don't have sandwich, we've got pizza today. Okay, pizza today.
Pizza, please.
Good job. Yum. Like your pizza? Do you like it? Do you want some more pizza? More please, good boy.
As the ICT coordinator at Joondalup Education Support Centre, I've been really heavily involved with implementing the use of iPads into all of our classrooms. We bought the first lot of iPads about 15-16 months ago. The original plan was to eventually get to a point where every child had an individualised iPad to use for every area of their education. We've pretty much got there, to be honest.
I just need to take 6 away and get one more thing. Easy.
I go into classrooms and I work with the teaching staff and the EAs to basically ensure that we're using the best potential content for specific outcomes of each child's education programme. That means that every child has very unique apps on their iPads. They have apps that basically support everything that's in their IEP. iPads they're popular, so when our kids take these out and about and use them in shopping centres, on excursions, in the playground when the primary school kids are around, it's not as intrusive as having a big communication device for the kids that are non-verbal, or all the various support things that some of the students might have out with them. You know, you see kids in the shops every day with iPads now, you know, so it's very much just a part of culture. It gives our kids something that they can utilise to support them in their everyday life, but something that isn't intrusive and doesn't make them stand out and feel different.
PATHS was implemented across the centre in 2011. The aim of the programme is to assist students with their development of social skills and friendships.
Inclusion at Joondalup Primary School is really important. We run inclusion across the whole school. We have our Ed Support and our primary school kids joining in with our assemblies, our sports days, our two staffs do duty together and our kids work really closely together. We've got some of the Ed Support kids coming across to our performing arts and also to our phys ed lessons. We have some of our Ed Support kids coming on our camps. So we see inclusion between the two schools at Joondalup Primary School a really important thing. So with that we see our kids gaining a lot of experience and we see the problem with disabilities has been taken away. So at Joondalup Primary School, inclusion is the way to go.
In the mornings, room 5, which is the year 7s in Joondalup Primary School, we go over to the Ed Support Centre and we read to we get the ESCs to read to us, and I think that's really good because it gets us to learn a bit about them and we get to communicate a little bit more. We also have fun excursions with them and it's really, really cool and I really like it.
What I'd like to do at drama is I go with Sam and he's really fun to play with and we do Diablo and he's learnt some really good tricks lately and he's tried to get a Diablo from Mr. Green and he's doing really well with it and I'm proud of him. And also we've had Jack come to art and he's been doing very well with his dragons and all that kind of stuff at art.
One of the things that we do with the performing arts is an inclusive program where the kids from the Education Support Centre come to classes with the mainstream students and participate in performing arts programs where they work in groups with the primary school children and produce different performances. We make videos, do puppetry, we have a circus program that the school is fairly well known for, and the Education Support Centre students participate in those. We've got a school production program which generally runs every second year, and we have musical, dance, circus skills, drama, and behind the scenes, backstage sort of activities which all of the children are involved with. Our Education Support Centre students have some significant roles in those performances and fit in to the program really well, which is really exciting.
I make people laugh, couldn't I?
Still chasing your dust? Why, it's safe as can be. Don't you agree? So just to be sure, we're rounding it up to that bottom eagle name.
It's like this.
I have to sit in a thing and I have to hatch open when it hatches and then I have to wave my hands. And then I've got another thing that you have to go like that, wave like that and have to be scared when Maisie says you, and then I have to run across the stage.
Having the Education Support Centre on site at the Joondalup Primary is a really great thing for all students in both schools, both our students in the mainstream and those in the Education Support Centre. What it does for the mainstream students, it gives them that opportunity to accept differences in other children, to see what they have to cope with in life and how perhaps they can help those students. As part of our program in phys ed, that the education support students are all included in our Faction Carnival-free instance. They are a part of it, they're integrated in, the activities might be modified for them. They have mainstream students who become their carers and they look after them. Children in Joondalup Primary School look after the children in the Education Support Centre. They know them all by name and they understand each and every one of them.
I really, really want for her to grow to be confident and happy with who she is, exactly the same as anybody wants for their children. The only difference is that my child has autism, so others see that she's different, but I don't want her to think there's anything wrong with being different. Different is okay.
So Sam's been here since he started primary school, so he came with I guess difficulty with language. He's non-verbal, and since he's been at the school we've got him now to a point where he's using an iPad with Proloquo to go, and he's now communicating his needs and wants. It's really taken a lot of frustration out of what he's looking to communicate to both his teachers but also at home now as well. So it's moved from the school environment into his home, so it's been great.
They have a lovely inclusive program, which means that she gets included with the mainstream kids in things that she wants to be a part of. She's not forced to be part of anything, but if she wants to be part of sport and running or part of the circus, then she gets to do that.
I think particularly because Sam has special needs, it's really looking at I guess his individual needs as a person. So each year we've come up with his requirements, what he's looking at, and putting together goals for Sam, and then each of his aides and I guess us as parents and the teachers working towards meeting all of those goals with Sam. So I think a lot of it's been in the years past, it's been around the communication of where Sam's going, how he's going, and from I guess our perspective as the parents, and how can we incorporate that into his home environment as well, so that what he's learning in at school is I guess being done elsewhere as well to help him.